The reality is, a lot of people have no idea what their nickel coins are actually worth. You might have a coin that's worth a lot more money than you think, and the last thing that you want to do is accidentally spend that coin when you could have sold it for a lot more money. In this video, we're going to break down some coins and what you need to look out for to make sure you don't miss any of these coins. Now let's hop into the video. So up first, we have a 1945p 5-cent double-to-die reverse coin graded by Pcgs, a mint state 66 with the full steps on the back, and this coin sold for $14,100, and here's why. So the first thing you need to know is that when you flip the coin over, that this is a 1945p coin. Now you can see the large P at the top center of the coin. That stands for where the coin was minted, which is Philadelphia. Most Philadelphia minted coins will not have a mint mark anywhere on the coin. This is an exception. Next, this coin was graded by Pcgs as a mint state 66. Now remember, the highest grade we can achieve in grading is 70, and this one's only a few points away from that perfect grade of 70. Next, this is a doubled die reverse coin. Now that means reverse is the back of the coin. Now if you look in certain areas of the coin, you will see what looks like doubling. Now that doubling can come in different varieties in terms of how severe it really is. Generally speaking, the more severe the doubling is, the more money the coin will bring. A lot of the time on doubling, like on this coin, you're going to need some sort of magnification to actually see what's going on. You don't need to spend too much money on fancy magnification, but whatever works for you is the best. You can look in 5 cents on the back, and then where the Monticello is, those are the main areas that you can see on this coin. And then as well, this coin has full steps on the back. Now those full steps are located above Monticello. That is the highest point on the coin and is considered to be one of the harder areas for the mint to strike. What's really important to know is that the full steps designation only really matters if the coin is uncirculated in mint state grade. If you have a lower graded coin, the full steps on the back are less likely to be there and they don't matter as much to collectors. All these things combined allowed it to sell for $14,100. Wait, 90% of you that watch the videos are still not subscribed. So you better subscribe right now so we can keep the lights on. Wait, no, I was kidding. Now when you first look at this coin, you may imagine that the coin is damaged, but what if I told you this coin sold for $20,520? So this is a 2000p 5-cent Jefferson nickel graded by Pcgs, a mint state 65, and what makes this coin so rare and valuable is that when you flip the coin over, you can see that this coin was struck with 2 obverse dies. Now for those of you that don't know, obverse pretty much means the front of the coin. So this coin has 2 fronts, and whatever exactly happened during the minting process allowed it to look like this. Now don't get this confused with after factory damage. If someone just got a Jefferson nickel and started beating it up and said, oh, I have a rare error, that's not how it works, unfortunately. Because you would imagine if this was after factory damage, the grade would have been a lot lower than mint state 65. If you want to learn more about grading coins, values, conditions, I have a completely free ebook. All you got to do is click the link below, but you don't have to do that. But essentially, again, this coin has 2 obverse dies, which is considered to be a mint error, and that's why it sold for $20,520. This is a 1942D 5-cent Jefferson nickel, and it sold for $31,725, and here's why. So this coin was graded by Pcgs as a mint state 66, and it has a D over horizontal D on the back. So let's flip this coin over, and if you look on the back right hand side of the coin, you will see a small little D mint mark. If you get close enough and you zoom in, you will see a D over horizontal D variant happening there. That is considered to be a variety during the minting process, and if your coin has this and it's in a high grade like a PCGS 66, you could have a coin worth a lot of money because this one sold for $31,725. Now really quick, you may be asking yourself, look, old money prices, if I find one of these coins, what do I do with it? How do I sell it? The last thing you want to do is bring it to a pawn shop. Most of the time, those guys don't know exactly what you have and how much it's worth. They more have a general broad sense of a lot of different areas of items specifically. What I recommend doing is going to at least 3 different coin dealers and getting their expert opinion on the coin. Now you need to be humbled here. If they all tell you the same thing, please take their advice. If they all say that your Jefferson nickel is not worth that much money, then they're probably telling you the truth. Now, if one of the coin shops say, hey, your coin's worth a few dollars, but the other 2 coin coin shops say your coin is worth thousands of dollars, that one coin shop either A, has a new employee that doesn't really know exactly what's going on, or they're trying to run you for your money and rip you off. But the majority of the coin shops out there are good, solid businesses who are trying to make an honest living. You have to understand really quickly too that these coin shops have overhead costs, they have employees to pay. A lot of the time, if they're making 10, 20, or 30% over what they pay you, I think that's completely reasonable. But some shops are looking to make big home runs on your coins. So please get multiple opinions. Do not get ripped off and scammed. But let's hop into this next coin. So this is a 1949 D over S 5-cent Jefferson nickel, graded by Pcgs in Mint State 67, and it has the full steps on the back as well. And this coin sold for $32,900, and this is why. So again, a lot of the areas on these coins happens on the back. So again, let's flip the coin over. Look on the back right hand side of the coin. You're going to see that small little D mint mark. The D mint mark stands for the Denver Mint, where this coin was minted, and this is considered to be a D over S coin. So that means when they were producing the hubs to strike the planchets, and planchets meaning the piece of metals that are used to produce coins, there was some sort of variant happening on the hub that caused it to have this D over S mint mark. Now you're going to need some sort of magnification to see this D over S, but if you have that and you have the full steps, we know that above Monticello you can see the full steps are very clear and detailed there. And what's very interesting is this is the reality. If you look in the center of the coin, you see a pretty large gash there. This was still able to get the 67 grade. Now the reason for that is probably because that was factory damage. You have to understand that these coins were minted in the millions or hundreds of millions, and these coins are getting tossed around and nicked and gashed, but they understand that that is not normal circulating wear and damage. That's from the mint. Your coin could be this high of a grade, and if it has everything going on for it, like in this video, your coin could be worth $32,900. Not going to spend a ton of time on this beauty, but look at the toning on this coin. Now, toning is pretty much where a coin is a different color, and that color is due to the oxidation process that happens when the air will combine with the metals in the coin, depending on what's in the air and what's in the coin in terms of metal composition. Long story short, it's going to change the color of the coin. Depending on how it looks will depend on how much a collector is going to pay for a certain toned coin. What's more important than the toning is the grade. This coin graded at a 68 plus. Now that plus designation seems pretty minimal, but that plus designation alone will dramatically increase the value of your coin. Do not get your hopes up of getting that plus designation, let alone a 68 grade. That's only 2 points away from the perfect grade of 70. This one also has the full steps on the back, and simply because this coin has toning and it's such a high grade, this coin sold for $33,600. Hit that subscribe button. I'll see you in the next video.